Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on adding decimals. We saw in earlier videos how to add whole numbers using vertical columns. When we add decimals, the basic idea is the same. We line up the numbers and decimals perfectly. Add the following decimals. So let's see some examples. See how the numbers are beautifully lined up? And the decimals are beautifully lined up. So I won't mention that again, but we make sure that we always line up the numbers in the columns and the decimals. 6 plus 3 is 9, so that's 9/10 because it's one place to the right of the decimal point, so it's 9/10. And 5 plus 2 is 7 because that is one place to the left of the decimal point, that is 7 ones. Next example. 7 plus 5 is 12. So here we have 2/10, and here we have a 1 unit or 1. So 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So that's 8 ones, that's 8 units or 8 ones, and 2/10 over here. So this is just like trading. It's exactly like trading if you like, but we have to remember that we have decimal points. 8 plus 9 is 17, so the 7 represents 7 over 100 because it's two places to the right of the decimal point. And this 1 here is 1/10. It's the same as 1 over 10. So 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 5 is 12. Now that's 2/10, 2 over 10, and that's 1 or 1 unit. 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. That's 5 over 100. Okay, 5 hundredths, and there's 1/10. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 3 is 12. That's 2/10. And there's our single 1. And 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. That's 2 ones. And here we have 1/10. 5 plus 1 plus 2 is 8. Excuse me. Over here we do this addition. 7 plus 6 is 13. This is 3 over 1,000. Okay. This is 1 over 100, so when we add that up we get a 2 and a 1, and that's 2/10. That's 2 over 100, this one. That one's 2 over 100. And this one is 1 over 10. When you add those up, you get 12. So that's 2 over 10 and a 1. And that gives you 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 1 is 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 100.223. So we're adding these. They're a little bit longer now, but you do exactly the same thing. So can you see that all the trading is exactly the same as adding whole numbers, but you have to remember that here we have 2 over 1,000, 3 over 100, and 1 over 10. That's what it means when the numbers are to the right of the decimal point. Exactly the same here. 6 over 1,000, 6 over 100, 6 over 10. That's 1,000, that's 300, that's 40, and that's 6. Over here we have 8 over 1,000. We have nothing over 100, 0 over 100, and that's 6 over 10. All the trading is exactly the same. Make sure you keep the columns all done beautifully. See the 4 here? You don't need to put any zeros here if you don't want to. The 85, you don't have to put any zeros there. And here, exactly the same. 8 and 8 are 16, 17, that's 22. Okay, so that's 2 over 1,000, 1 over 100, and 4 over 10. And then you do the trading exactly the same as normal addition, and that gives you 7,405.412. So this video has introduced us to the idea of adding decimals, where we make sure that the numbers are perfectly lined up in columns, and we also have to line up the decimal point. And we remember the first number is 1 over 10, that's tenths, which is 6 over 10. This is over 100, and that's over 1,000. So we have 4 over 10, 1 over 100, 2 over 1,000. That's how we look at those numbers after the decimal point.